I got a little bit of time and I wanted to hit a couple of topics. All right. Yeah. Anyway, if he comes back on screen, of course I'll show some love. By the way, I just want to touch on some hip hop shit because we got to touch on some hip hop shit real quick. By the way, if you guys don't know, we've had a bunch of. All right, hold on. I could take my disclaimer off the screen. We've had a bunch of, all these artists are putting out their Spotify Wrapped. We'll try to tap into that for a second. I want to actually start with Glorilla real quick. Glorilla recently made a video, and she said this.
Topic on the 50-50 with a relationship. Me, personally, I feel like you supposed to go 50-50 with because it just gets you to the point where, you just feel like you don't got to do nothing. Like, he gonna make you lazy. And as a woman, you should want to have your own going. You shouldn't want it to be where to leave you today. He was paying all the bills and now you got this weight on your shoulders. You shouldn't want that. You should be able to feel like, okay, if you leave, I'm good. If you stay, I'm good. Either way, I'm good. And you should want to be a team. The more money y'all make, the more money y'all make, the more get done. If he just buying, if he paying for anything, don't you want gifts sometimes? Don't you want to buy you sometimes? And don't you want to buy something from him? I just feel like it should be 50-50. It's a team effort. But it's the topic on the 50-50.
Let me just say this. And by the way, I'm going to hit all topics today very quickly and concisely, okay? And yes, I'll go back to the Ye thing too sporadically. Real quick on this. Glorilla is a star. She's a star. She's going to be around for a long time. And I'm going to warn Glorilla now. Glorilla, what comes after this point is jealousy. You see all them chicks with the builder bodies? They all, in their mind, and what their label was telling them, they had to do that to get the audience. They couldn't do it because if their ass wasn't that fat. They couldn't do it if they just had a regular body that maybe niggas ain't drooling over. They couldn't do it, so they ran onto the knife. They got that done. They did it for the audience. They did it for the niggas or whatever the audience they were trying to attract. All of this, the same type of preaching. Fuck a nigga. Yo, use that nigga for a bag. We don't give a fuck. This, that, and third. Basically, the escort rap. Every girl is coming out doing it. It's not that most of them want to do it. It's because they've realized that's just what worked. The reason why I'm saying there's going to be jealousy that's coming very soon for Glorilla is because she's showing that she's able to break the mold. Oh, I'm not into surgery. I'm good. I don't want surgery. Every other girl got surgery. Oh, yeah, I don't need to be preaching and acting like, oh no, let's just use a nigga for a bag or we gotta depend on a nigga. Nah, yo, shit, if you're in a relationship, shit could be 50-50. Now, granted, that's a very complex argument, but here's why I say jealousy. Because some people might be like, well, if you have a lot of money and your girl don't have a lot of money, it shouldn't be 50-50, right? And I get those people arguments too. Here's why I say Glorilla, the next thing she's about to face is all these fake bitches, these sheep, be jealous of her, is because she's breaking the mold. There's not independent thinkers when it comes to music. There's not independent thinkers when it comes to style and approach. She right now is saying a lot of what you would normally see of a female, I'm just not willing to do, or I don't need to preach the same narrative. That threatens the entire female rap ecosphere. Because they're all in a rat race, and when they thought they were only competing with Nicki and Cardi, they saw some success with the City Girls, and they all try to be a version of the City Girls. You basically have Glorilla just kind of fucking it up and say, nah, I'm gonna just do me. These women, actually it's not only women, just these people in music, they all want to either copy or imitate anything that has some traction. And right now, Sweetie just flopped 2,000 records. Glorilla dropped an EP, did 30,000. Trust me, if they can't copy her, because they already went left with all the messaging they've been doing and all the surges they've been doing, the jealousy comes next. So Glorilla, I wish you luck. I think you have a lot of people rooting for you because you are a breath of fresh air from all these build-up body chicks who's preaching the same message, who can't write, who really can't rap. And I'm telling you, from here on out, watch out for the jealousy, okay? Yeah. Anyway, other than that, if you never thought, even though, like, you know, I have some thoughts about rap these days. I was actually talking to someone. I was talking to Aiden Ross, actually. He's right here. Who's just donated? Thank you, by the way. I was talking to Aiden Ross, and this is actually true. You know what's happening recently, and I realized from a blog's perspective, rappers aren't as engaging as they used to be. Now let me explain. I post a bunch of stuff on my page. I post sometimes lyrics, right? I post, sometimes lyrics over here, some news. Actually, people thought BG was getting out. It wasn't a BG. It wasn't BG with the video that was shown, but people got whatever. I post people previewing music. I post a lot of different things. And what people have realized that consistently, not just one particular video or one artist or another, artists aren't getting the same type of engagement as just other things. You know what that means? Rap boring. And these personalities in rap are boring. And I remember saying, so Aiden said to me, he said, yo, Aki, you know what I realized recently on your page? You posting a video of Kai with Blueface does way better than you just posting the rapper. That is true. The reason why, and this is why I wouldn't be, there's always an argument, be like, yo, why does Act cover violence and shit like that? I'm like, nigga, we cover what people want to see. Why do we cover Aiden getting swatted? That's gonna do just, obviously we're a rap page still, but like he's within the culture. It's gonna do way more numbers than even cover some of these other niggas. Here's my point of even saying that, because I get it. He's a social media personality, they're rappers. I think we're losing out on we're missing the days where a lot of these rappers knew how to captivate an audience, even by social media. There's two types of artists. There's an artist who are never being seen. Like the young boys of the world don't want to be seen on Instagram. They delete their shit all the time. The Weeknd don't really post nothing. Like, there's artists like that like even Rod Wave. Rod Wave is on a sold out arena tour, does not want to be seen, right? And that works for them. But the rest of these rappers, like, they're trying to be likable, and all I'm saying, and maybe it's not making too much sense yet, but I hope it is. The last time I saw an artist able to captivate social media, I think the Baby did it well. I think 6ix9ine obviously was like a master at it, but the majority of these other rappers are fucking boring, bro. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, these days, when you're seeing the majority of songs that are popping off via TikTok and other things, yes, music is very important, right? But if you're just a boring motherfucker who don't have an audience like a young boy who are just they don't give a fuck what you're actually doing to entertain them, they're just gonna go to the music. I'm realizing why maybe what Carl Cherry said like months ago might be happening. For example, A Boogie or Roddy Ricch, if these motherfuckers don't have a hot song at the time, or if their music ain't connecting, they don't have any impact on social media. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm watching, like, an artist asked me recently, like an actual rap artist, he's pretty lit too. He says, why the fuck does 100,000 people want to watch Kai Cenat on Twitch? He's not they weren't hating on him, but it was like, he's just a streamer personality. Say I'm a rapper, this and third. And I literally had to tell that person, you're fucking boring. That's just the reality of it, brother. You're fucking boring. You know what I mean? And we're just in a different time where, as people keep saying it gets easier with social media, it gets harder in the same respect too. you can't just be the nigga who just makes music. You got to be the nigga who can make music and dance, make music and be funny, make music and post stories about your whole life. So you're pretty much making music and vlogging. It's a little bit different. You get what I mean?